Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Unique Minds, a talk show dedicated to exploring the beauty of diversity in learning. Today, we'll dive deep into the topic that touches the heart of every educator, the world of learners with special needs. Thank you. In every classroom, there are students who shine in their own unique ways. Some who display incredible talents and intelligence, and others who face emotional challenges that affect their learning journey, whether they are gifted, talented, or struggling with social emotional difficulties. Each learner has a story to tell and potential waiting to unfold. As future educators, it's our mission to not only teach lessons but also to understand hearts, where we are here to discover how we can nurture both brilliance and struggle with compassion and creativity. So stay tuned as we meet some inspiring learners who will help us understand the importance of recognizing, respecting, and responding to diverse needs of every student. Let's begin with our meaningful discussion because in education, every mind truly matters. Let's start with our gifted and talented learners, where we have here students who excel in visual arts, music, intellectual giftedness, and performing arts. Welcome to the talk show, everyone. Let's begin with you, Lydeen, who is gifted in visual arts. What's your learning experience like?
Thank you, Jason. For me, art is not just a hobby. It's how I express my ideas and emotions. I love creating visual projects, but sometimes I finish tasks early and get bored. I hope teachers can give me more challenging and creative activities to help me improve my skills.
That's great. Next, let's talk to Shakira, who is gifted in music. How does your talent affect the way you learn, Shakira?
Thank you, Jason. Actually, music helps me to focus and remember lessons well. Sometimes I hum while I'm studying, so it's part of how I process information. But some teachers think that I'm distracted. I wish more teachers will understand that music is actually part of my learning style.
That is very insightful, Shakira. Now we have Samantha, who is intellectually gifted. How does that affect your school experience, Samantha?
Thank you, Jason. So I usually learn classes quickly and finish tasks ahead of time, but sometimes I feel challenged and I lose interest. So I wish teachers would give enrichment activities or deeper discussions to keep me engaged and growing, that's all.
That makes sense. Finally, we have Rexel, who's gifted in performing arts. What's your experience as a performer in school, Rexel?
Thank you, Jason, and good afternoon, everyone. I really love performing. It gives me confidence and joy. But most of the time, people often expect me to be perfect. And when I make mistakes, I really still need to encouragement and understanding. And those teachers who appreciate effort, not just success, really help me do my best.
Beautifully said. Being gifted doesn't mean life is easy. It also comes with challenges. As future teachers, we must support gifted learners by giving them opportunities to grow both academically and emotionally. Now, let's move to another group, learners with social-emotional disorders. These learners often face invisible struggles that affect how they behave and learn in class. Let us all welcome our next set of guests. Thank you. First, we have Lydeen representing a learner with an emotional behavioral disorder. Can you tell us about your experience, Lydeen?
So sometimes I act out in class not because I want to, but because I can control my emotions. I get angry or frustrated easily, especially when I feel misunderstood. What I need is patience and teachers who listen instead of judging me.
That's very honest, Lydeen. Thank you. Next, Shakira will represent a learner with experiencing anxiety attacks.
Actually, when I have to speak in front of the class, my heart races and my hand shakes, and sometimes I freeze. It's not because I didn't prepare, but it's because I'm overwhelmed by fear. What helps me most is a teacher who understands and gives me gentle encouragement.
That's something we teachers should really be aware of. Now, let's hear from Samantha, who represents a learner with depression. Samantha?
There are days when I feel so down hard to focus or even get out of bed. And I lose motivation easily. So what really helped me is when teachers show kindness and check on me. So small gestures can make a big impact.
That's touching, Samantha. Lastly, we have Rexel who will represent a learner with bipolar disorder. How does it affect your learning, Rexel?
Sometimes I'm full of energy and ideas, but other times I feel extremely low and can't concentrate. It's really hard for me to balance my emotions. So teachers who are patient and consistent really help me feel supported and understood.
Thank you for sharing your stories. These are the powerful reminders that not all struggles are visible and that emotional support is just as important as academic support. What a truly eye-opening discussion we've had today. We've seen that being gifted doesn't mean life is easy, and facing social-emotional struggles doesn't mean a learner is weak. Each story we've heard reminds us that behind every student's behavior, achievement, or silence, there's a world of emotions, dreams, and challenges that we as teachers must understand. As future educators, our responsibility goes beyond academics. We are mentors, motivators, and sometimes even the source of comfort that struggling learner needs. By creating classrooms that are inclusive, patient, and supportive, we give every child the chance to grow, thrive, and believe in themselves. To my amazing guests, Lydeen, Shakira, Samantha, and Raxel, thank you for sharing your voices and experiences. And our viewers, thank you for joining us today on Unique Minds. Let's continue to celebrate diversity, embrace empathy, and advocate for every learner because when we teach with our heart, we truly make a difference. See you in our next episode, and always remember, every learner is special, every mind is unique.